guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today we're trying a new polygel kit from Amazon. I haven't even opened the package yet, so let's do that together. Okay, this is pretty cute. I didn't think the package was gonna look like this. So here is the polygel kit we have today. Here is the brand. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And let's just get this out of the plastic. Okay, so when we first open up the box, this is what we see. We first have the instructions. Next, we have a hand file, which is 100 and 180 grit. A polygel brush. Here is what it looks like. Next, we have some dual forms. Slip solution, base coat, and top coat. And next are the polygels. Okay, so this kit comes with 6 different polygels. Now let's just get swatching. So here is the first color. So here are all the colors. We have some warm tones and we have some cool tones. As you can see, these two are already like running together. I mean, I did kind of put them really close. I'm afraid they might be a little bit runny, but the real test is when we actually use them. I think I forgot to mention that this is a glow-in-the-dark polygel kit as well. Here are how the colors look. They kind of just all glow like a similar blue-green, and then these two are more orangey. Here are the colors, and let's just get right into this nail set. Okay, so here are how my natural nails are looking. They're not that bad. They just have like a little bit of residue from the last nail set. So I'm just going to be pretty gentle on my nails. I have been doing a lot of nail sets back to back, so they probably are kind of sick of me. And I could do the other hand, but I just really don't feel like using my non-dominant hand to do a nail set. So we're just going to keep doing this same hand until I feel like doing the other one. Next, I'm just going to be taking my fine grit sanding band and I'm going to work this around the cuticle area so I can get any of that excess like polygel off of the nails. Nail prep is pretty much done, very simple, didn't have to do much. But now I'm just going to add on a peel off base coat. I'm pretty sure this is called the pop off method, but you basically put a little bit of cuticle oil on your nails. And then I'm just going to add on a layer of top coat. Now I'm going to cure this, and this is what gives you that pop off base coat, and now when you put the nails on you can easily pop them off. Okay, so next we're just going to be sizing out the nail tips. Now I'm just going to glue the nail tips on with some base coat. Alright, so I have all the nail tips glued on, and now we're just going to trim these down just a little bit. I think that's a good length. Nail tips are all trimmed down, and now we're just going to get reshaping. Okay, now I'm going to take my fine grit sanding band and I'm just going to remove the shine from the nail tips. Okay, so here's how the nail tips are looking so far. And now we're just going to put on some base coat. I finally am remembering to use the base coat that comes in the kit. I think this consistency of the base coat is actually pretty nice. It's just kind of simple, not too thick, not too thin. Okay, so I'm not really sure what to do for this nail set. I don't know if I want to do the blues and purples or do the more warm tone colors. I really don't know, but I think I'm going to be using these 3 colors, the orange, yellow, and the pink, and I'm going to be doing a 3-colored ombre. We're also going to need a clear to encapsulate. So we're going to start at the tip of the nail, and the tip of the nail is going to be this yellow. These colors might be a little bit see-through, but I'm hoping that they're not. So we're just going to add this color at the tip of the nail, and I'm just going to get smoothing it out. It feels a little bit grainy. I don't really mind the graininess sometimes, especially if it means that the polygel is a little bit on like the stiffer side, because I like stiffer polygels. Yeah, this is a little bit see-through, which I didn't want, and incredibly hard to blend. Maybe we shouldn't do a 3-colored ombre. I don't want it to be too hard because it already doesn't even want to blend, and it's like see-through. And I don't want it to be see-through. I think we're gonna change our plan. I think I'm gonna make the 3-colored ombre on the ring fingernail, but I'm gonna make the pointer finger just fully this yellowy color. And then on the next nail, I'll do the more orange color, and then on the pinky, I'll do the pink. I think I'm just gonna make this whole nail this color. I'm still only gonna start at the tip of the nail though. Okay, so here's how I got the nail to look. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cure this now. All right, and now I'm going to add on another layer of this polygel. There's a few bubbles in here, which can get kind of annoying because you gotta go in and pop them all. Okay, so I'm just going to push this polygel close to the cuticle area. I have a feeling it will probably flood, so I'm not going to put it super close. I'm going to put it slightly near it, and then I'm going to work on the rest of the nail, and then I'll come back to it. Okay, I put on too much polygel, but I'm going to save it, okay? I'll put it back in the tube. Actually a really pretty color. I haven't done orange nails, I don't think, in like a really long time. I'm not even sure if I have a orange nail set video. Also, the nail got really thick. I don't know how it got this thick. I literally scraped off so much polygel and it's still super thick. Maybe my first layer I put on was too thick. Okay, so here's how the nail is looking. Surprisingly, there wasn't like a lot of flooding. I did make the nail really thick though, so I'll have to do some filing. I feel like this polygel might be, the longer you mess with it or the longer you let it sit on your nail, the more it will run. That's what I feel like this is. The next color is going to be this like reddish orange. That's gonna be this next nail. I'm gonna try not to make it too thick, and I'm gonna try and work quickly because I feel like this polygel is better when you just work faster, because it's like super easy to mold right now, but then once you keep messing with it, it just gets more stiff and not as easy to mold. And there's so many bubbles in this polygel. It's really annoying, especially if the polygels are like sheer like this. You really got to make sure that there's no bubbles in those tubes, or else it just gets really annoying. And don't worry, I'm saving all of this excess. I think what's happening is that I'm making this first layer too thick, and then when I put on the second layer, the nails turn out really thick. But it feels like I just have to put more because like there's just no color. I feel like I need to put more, but I can't put more or the nail's gonna get way too thick. Girl, this is not allowed. What are you doing here all of a sudden? Do not sniff that. What do you feel the need? Hey, do not sniff that. Hey, please. Okay, so I have this layer done. I tried to make it as thin as I could. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. Okay, now on to the next layer, and to keep the nail kind of thin, I'm only gonna put a bead near the cuticle area, and then I'm just gonna blend it up. Alright, next nail is done. Now I'm going to cure this. Okay, so the next nail is going to be the 3-colored ombre, but I'm going to skip that one. And I'm just going to go straight onto the pinky nail, which is this pink color. I don't know. The longer I stare at these nails, these colors are kind of looking weird. I don't know what's about them, but I don't really know if I like it or not. We're still just gonna continue though. I don't think I like these two. I was saying that it was a really pretty color, but next to this one, it just doesn't look right. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna make the decision to take these nails off. I really don't have time to be doing this, but I just cannot. If I don't like it, I just can't continue. See, these two look a little bit better, but I feel like it was that one that was just messing it up. But I'm still gonna take it off because I have other plans. I'll be back once I have these nails back on. Okay, so I'm gonna use the more cool tone colors instead. I think they'll just look better. I'm hoping that the blue and the purples look better. You know, we'll see. I'm just gonna start off by making the pointer finger blue, but I did make that first pointer finger too thick, so at least now I don't have to struggle with filing that. Alright, so here's how the blue nail is looking. I'm going to move on to the middle finger, and I'm going to be using the darker purple. so I definitely like these two colors better. The other two just really reminded me of Thanksgiving. I don't know, maybe on their own, like not near each other, it would have looked better. So we're gonna still skip the ring fingernail. I'm gonna move on to the thumbnail, and I'm making the thumbnail this like grayish purple color. So I'm gonna start on the ombre nail. I'm gonna try my best because I did say that I was gonna do a 3-colored ombre, and I still want to do one. So we're just gonna try our best to blend these colors the best that I can. I'm gonna start off with the pink at the tip of the nail, and I'm just gonna try and blend the edges the best I can, even though it really doesn't want to. So sheer, and like I want the colors to be a little bit brighter, but I'm just gonna go ahead and cure this in my nail lamp. Next I'm gonna do the purple. I just can't get over how many bubbles are in this polygel. It's just way too much. Finally, I'm gonna add on the blue. Okay, so here's how the nails look. I actually really like all these colors together. I think it's much better than that orange and that like reddish orange color. The next thing to do is to encapsulate the ombre nail. I'm just gonna try and make this layer as thin as I can. Okay, so I have all the polygel on the nails, and now we're just going to wipe off this sticky layer. Okay, so here's how the nails are looking so far. I did get some like dust stuck in the nail, but we can just file that away. But we're just gonna get into shaping these nails. I just have my Makartt test collector and a hand file. Yeah, let's just get reshaping. here's how the nails are looking after they have been shaped. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of nail art. I don't really know what I'm doing for this nail set. I'm kind of stuck. Like, I don't know what else to add. So I think I'm just gonna try something and hope that it looks good. Okay, so here's how the nails look. I'm not really sure if I like it or not, but I think I'm just gonna keep it. It's interesting. And lastly, I think I'm just gonna add on some nail gems. I'm just gonna add here the gems with some top coat. I have an idea and it might be a little bit strange. So I'm gonna copy this kind of like curved outline design on this ring fingernail, but I'm gonna use gems instead. I'm nervous for this. I don't really know what I'm doing in this nail set. This is just kind of like really random. Just kind of doing whatever. I didn't like how that was looking. Okay, so we're gonna do like the same thing, but we're gonna draw it on. Okay, now let's just finish the nail set off with some top coat. Actually, we're doing a matte top coat. I just think these nails are gonna look good matte. Well, here's how we got the nails to look. I actually really like the design of these nails. Unfortunately, this polygel did have some like bubbles in there that you can see. And this one was probably my fault, but like when I was filing, I guess, there was like just, I don't know, just a lot of like white streaks in the nail. And also I buffed the nails, but the buffer just would not buff the nails. So like there's some like scratches in it. That's just how they turned out. It's not that bad. Now we're just gonna add on some cuticle oil. Here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. The only thing that I feel like just needs to be worked on is you can see kind of some mess ups here and like the scratches in the nail and like just white streaks. It's just not as like clean and smooth as I want it to be. Let's talk about these polygels a little bit. The polygels aren't bad. I just wish that colors had more pigment in them. Like the colors aren't really that opaque, and if you want them to be opaque, then your nail's like going to be really thick. And also one thing that I just cannot get over is that the polygel had so many bubbles in them. Like in every bead of polygel that I put on the nails, there was always big bubbles, little bubbles, and some of them I just couldn't get out or I didn't notice. This kit was only $15, I'm pretty sure. I feel like if you're into these glow-in-the-dark kind of colors, a little bit sheer, then I feel like it would be okay to like give this polygel kit a try. Overall, I don't think it's a bad polygel kit, and I do like how the nails turned out, except for, you know, a couple of little mess ups. And I almost forgot to show you how the nails look glowing in the dark, but here's how they look. They're just kind of like green, glow-in-the-dark colors. The pinky nail's a little bit orangey, and the glow-in-the-dark does fade away really quickly as well, but still pretty cute. When it does glow, it glows really bright. That's pretty much it for this nail set. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!